Welcome back to the Road Show this morning at The Buzz. A controversial scheduling change. The Providence School Department has decided not to observe 2 Jewish holidays. So for the first time in decades, school will be in session this year on Rosh Hashanah and on Yom Kippur. Now, school officials say the declining number of Jewish students and an increasingly diverse student body led to that change. But Jewish students who choose not to attend school will be given an excused absence. But some parents think it puts their kids at a disadvantage. Take a look.
Providence is the biggest population of Orthodox Jews in the state, and so I was really shocked that they would do that. They will be missing 2 days of school. On those days, they do not watch TV, they do not use a computer, they do not use a calculator, they cannot write. I think if it's not discrimination now, if they continue to do this, I think it is, and I think especially when they're looking at certain requirements for graduation in the public schools to make it much more difficult for Jewish students is definitely discrimination.
Very interesting perspective. Now, the school department has released a statement saying, quote, while the district strives to be culturally sensitive to all its diverse student populations, its obligation is first and foremost to provide the highest quality of instruction with the greatest continuity possible for all students and to meet its legal and contractual requirements of 181 school days. So what do you guys think of this? I mean, for the first time in 30 years, this is happening.
I'm shocked that they're doing it just because Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah are major Jewish holidays. Yeah. I don't necessarily think it's discrimination because they are letting them, they're getting an excused absence. It does kind of put the kids a little bit behind. I mean, they're going to miss a day. They're going to miss, whatever curriculum was that day. If there's a test, apparently they're just going to go on with the curriculum. They'll have to make up the test. So I think it puts them a little bit behind the 8 ball. But, they are giving them an excused absence to celebrate their holiday. So I wouldn't say it's discrimination. I think it's odd, though. Just give the whole day off. I mean, they've done it for 100 years.
This is a weird one. I was reading one of the quotes from one of the school officials. They said there are many other religious holidays like Ramadan that are not recognized as school holidays. If we were able to take all these holidays off, we'd be going to school in July.
That I do agree with as well.
Well, here's the thing, in some parts of the country, and this is not a religious thing at all, but in some parts of the country, I remember when I lived in South Dakota and even Wisconsin, if you were working on the farms for your parents or on the opening day of hunting season, school would be closed because so many people participated. And we don't do that here because there aren't as many hunters, it's not part of the culture and that sort of thing. And there does have to be a line that's drawn. The only thing, though, is that, this is an area that was built on Judeo-Christian principles, and certainly all the Catholic holidays you have off, and I can understand why the Jewish community would feel slighted in this way, only because it has been instituted for so many years.
But they're not completely not acknowledging it. I mean,
that's true.
If you're not Jewish, why do you deserve the day off? I guess. When they're acknowledging it and giving the kids of Jewish faith the day off.
Here's why. You have to, if you have a certain amount of children absent from school, you don't get federal funding. So you have to make sure that you have a certain number of kids in school, and if not, then you close down the school because it's not worth losing the federal funding.
So if there's only 15 Jewish kids in the entire school, what are you going to close the whole school down for? But then again, don't not let them celebrate their holiday. So I think they're kind of...
As a kid, and I still do, but as a kid I had a lot of Jewish friends, and I kind of like the fact that we had a couple extra days off.
As a kid,
I thought that's pretty cool, But, if it's excused and it's not going to be an issue with their attendance or their grade, it's not going to affect their standing in the school, all that stuff. I say it's not a big deal.
And I just hope that for other holidays, that aren't included in the Judeo-Christian holidays, that other religions would have the opportunity to take off and for it to be excused as well.
If VJ Day fell in the school year, do you think we'd have that day?
That's what I think is interesting.
I think we definitely would.
That we all have off for VJ Day, even though we're now friends with Japan, but that the Jewish community they don't get their holidays off. I think that's interesting. Melissa, I want to throw it over you because I know that you're talking with our viewers this morning about this on the live blog.
Yes, I absolutely am. And I have to say that I agree with Patrick. I mean, they are giving the students an excused absence, so I think that, at least they're doing that, and it's not that they're completely ignoring it. But let's head on over to the live blog right now on foxprovidence.com and see what some of our blogger friends have to say on this Tuesday morning. One artist says maybe they should stop calling it Christmas vacation and not observe any religious holidays. That's fair. And Erin S. says, I'm fine with it. I hate that no sooner they get into school that they have a holiday. And Joseph Butera says, the kids have enough time out of school during the school year. I don't see the need to take more time away from the children. And as always, I posted today's Buzz Poll question on foxprovidence.com. You'll find it right under the live blog on the right-hand side of the screen. And today we're asking, what do you think about the school's decision not to observe the holidays? Your choices are A, I think it's discrimination and unfair, or B, it's fine, they get an excused absence. And as always, our friends on Facebook are weighing in. Jonathan Lee says, only Christian holidays need to be recognized. Why cater to just a few? And Brian Birch says, let's just get rid of all the holidays and be done with it. That way, no one else can be offended. And Donna says, I disagree with this decision. However, if they are not going to observe this holiday, I would keep my children home from school. And as always, I'll be back at the end of the show with your web poll results. But for now,